Well, good evening. Um, Welcome to episode 2 of 4 in the anxiety series. Worry and what ifs. Once again, I have notes. So let's start. We'll just get straight to it, will we? Worry and excessive planning. Two of anxiety's favourite hobbies. Worry is anxiety's personal assistant, armed with sticky notes, alarm bells, and an emotional range of a startled ferret. The first heading I have here is the mind as a bad manager. Worry isn't a flaw. It's your mind trying to manage your life. The problem is the mind can be a terrible manager. It's like being led by someone who schedules 14 meetings a day, forgets their lunch, and thinks the photocopier is exploding. The photocopier exploding is a metaphor for your entire personality. Sounds a bit messy. But here's the soulful bit. Worry is the mind trying to organise your safety. That's an important thing to understand. Worry is the mind trying to organise your personal safety. It's not trying to ruin your day. It's trying to create a map of every possible disaster so you don't fall into a disaster. Unfortunately, it tends to get it wrong. A lot. So why do we overplan? It's the illusion of control. Excessive planning is basically anxiety trying to control the universe. When we don't feel safe inside, in here, we try to control what's going on around us. So we create plan A, plan B, plan C, or as many plans as we feel we need. We plan for things that never happened in our life and may never happen. And then we panic because none of these plans feel good enough. That's the tragedy/comedy of worry. You try to control the future to feel safe in the present, but the act of trying to control makes you feel more unsafe. I'll say that again. You try to control the future to feel safe in the present, but the act of trying to control it makes you feel more unsafe. You can't outsmart chaos. You can only develop better ways to accept it. And now we have the what ifs. The what if spiral is the mind's favourite soap opera. It goes something like this. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? What if I embarrass myself? What if the world collapses and I'm the only one left holding the broken toaster? What if? But what if not? What if is your brain's attempt to rehearse danger, but the rehearsals become the danger? We're going to say that again. The what if is your brain's attempt to rehearse danger, but the rehearsals become the danger. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between real threat and an imagined scenario, or something you saw in a documentary or in your imagination at 3 a.m. when you're lying there awake, worrying. If you want to use trench warfare terms, your brain is firing bullets into an empty night sky. It's as simple as that. It's going nowhere. Worry will take you nowhere. Worry as a values detector. This is I think this is quite interesting. You don't worry about things you don't care about. If something can spark hours of worry, it means it's tied to your integrity, your relationships, your hopes, your sense of meaning, of heart. That's what worry is tied to. Stuff that matters. It's not just fear, it's investment. In a strange, I suppose, poetic way, worrying is the psyche pretending or protecting what matters to you most. Worry is trying to protect you. So the next time you're very worried, you might whisper, I'm worried because it's sacred to me. It doesn't fix the worry, but it will give it dignity. So when you translate worry into them terms, as in, I am worried because this particular thing I'm worried about is sacred to me, it gives it dignity. Okay? Then the body joins the circus. We all know the body keeps the score. When the mind starts over planning, the body panics too. Your stomach thinks you're moving country. Your chest thinks it's about to fight a wolf. Your jaw thinks it needs to clench hard enough to break a bone. Your body doesn't wait for evidence, it just responds to the tone of your thoughts. Your body doesn't wait for evidence, it responds to the tone of your thoughts. Thoughts are like tiny little film directors, I suppose. And they're shouting, we're shooting an action movie now. And your nervous system is like, say no more. I'm ready. I'm in it. I'm all in. The body, the nervous system is all in. It doesn't even think. So practical tools. Tool 1. 60-second reality check. Ask these 3 questions. What is the actual situation right now? 2. What am I imagining? 3. What part of me is this trying to protect? Tool number 2. The good enough plan. One plan, simple, imperfect, humane. Your nervous system doesn't need perfection. It needs clarity. Your nervous system doesn't need perfection. It needs clarity. Tool 3. The 90% rule. If 90% of the problem is in the future, you're allowed to stop thinking about it right now. You only deal with the 10% that's real in this moment. It's worth remembering that. So worry and excessive planning come from a good place, a protective place. You hear the dog barking? He's not happy. She's not happy. Worry and excessive planning come from a good place, a protective place, but they end up becoming the trench warfare of the mind. You don't need to stop worrying. You just need to stop believing every anxious rehearsal. So that's it for chapter 2. In chapter 3, we're going to go into the body, how anxiety becomes a physical event, and how to deal with the nervous system without feeling like you're battling a feral animal. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you like, or not. I hope this was a help. Short and sweet, nearly 8.5 minutes. This is what happens when I keep notes. Keep it short. Hopefully it made sense. And see you in a couple of days. Cheers.